NPR. You may be a little surprised to see NPR's logo here. NPR actually did something really interesting. It acquired Pocket Cast. Pocket Cast is an app that lets you sort and listen to your podcast. And what this really tells us is that NPR is looking for new channels to reach their users. NPR is probably right now, and has been for a long time, the leading producer of podcasts. They've got some great ones like This American Life and Radiolab, Studio 360, all awesome podcasts and awesome radio shows. And with this in mind, buying a podcasting app is no big surprise. Part of me thinks this may have something to do with the success of Alex Bloomberg going out on his own, starting a for-profit business called Gimlet Media. And he started with a very successful podcast called Startup. I'm a big fan of it. And he's been very successful in what he's done. And I think that may have influenced NPR, just me personally talking, and they may have come up with this idea independently of that. But we see this trend of great quality audio programming moving away from terrestrial radio and onto streaming, and the primary media for that would be through podcasting. I'm a big fan personally, and we're seeing that more and more. I think there's a lot of opportunities in podcasts. I think it's a growing media, and I think it's being much more widely adopted by a broader user base. So look into it. I think this is a really interesting move by NPR, and I'd like to see how it changes them into more of a media company that's agnostic to the idea of radio versus digital, and more into a media production company rather than a terrestrial radio station.